Hi everybody, it's Kayla, and welcome back to Speed Build Sunday. So today we are building a house that I don't even have to name, surprise, surprise, because it's Phineas and Ferb's house. I know, I'm doing cartoon houses now apparently. I did Timmy Turner's house like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, I don't know, some time ago, and today we did Phineas and Ferb's house. I tried my very best. I think it turned out kind of cute. The inside again isn't that accurate because, it's a cartoon house. There's not like a floor plan I can follow and stuff. I tried to make it inspired by at least. Also in the real house, there's like an actual upstairs, and there isn't one in this house because it's so small. And so I couldn't make it work. Like Candace's room is upstairs in the real house, but not in this one because there's not a room up there. You can see how small that is. Also, color scheme kind of off, and the windows kind of off, but I did my best with the game, okay? I tried my very best. And the roofing was kind of hard to do too because the way that it works, like on the right side of the house, the roofing in the cartoon version is drawn very unrealistically, and so I had a hard time making it match. But again, you guys, I did my best. I did my very best. I think it was kind of cute. Also, very fun to build. Like, just, I like doing things like this now. I like to just sit around and, build cartoon houses these days, apparently. It's kind of my thing, I guess. I thought about trying to do, this is me, like, maybe being a spoiler, but I'm not sure, because I almost built, the Krusty Krab today. I also thought about doing SpongeBob's house and or Squidward's house. All of the three I tried, well, I thought about trying, I didn't actually try yet, but I think I might try and do one of those, at some point soon. I don't know how well it would work, like SpongeBob's house I have some ideas for, but I don't know if I could pull it off, but I really, really want to try. And so I think I might do that soon. But I've been having a lot of fun with these builds that are like kind of weird, kind of out there, just recreating things. I did the Gilmore Girls house a long time ago. I did Timmy Turner's and now I'm doing this one. They're just a lot of fun to do, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Also, I never mentioned this, but when last week, you see, here's a sad story, a fad story. It's a rad story. No. So when I built the Timmy Turner house, I forgot to put a fishbowl in it anywhere, which is ridiculous because it was Fairly Odd Parents, right? Like the fishbowl's kind of important. I just forgot to put it in the house. Like I had every intention of doing it, and then I just got caught up in the moment and forgot to put it there. And so all the comments were like, there's no fishbowl. And I was like, yikes, I'm sorry. But, oops, my bad. I did have the iconic tree in the backyard of this house, though, so don't worry. We got all the things we need. And there are a lot of, like, really good versions of this house. Like, really good, I mean, like, different angles and stuff of the house drawn online, because they show it off more often, like the Timmy Turner house. I want to try to build that one, because they only have, like, the front of it that they show in the show, right? That they show in the show, but this one they show the backyard, they show the side, they show the front a lot in the show, and so the word show is being used way too much here, but like I could see it in all its glory, and so I was able to make it kind of accurate that way, because usually I have to kind of wing the back of the house because they never show it off, but this one I didn't have to do that because they did show me. What nice people. Isn't that great? And the landscaping, other thing, why am I talking about the house so much? I don't know why I'm doing this, I never do this, but the landscaping, it's just, with these cartoon houses, it always sucks so much because they never landscape what we would think looks good in The Sims. Doesn't happen in the cartoon house or the real house or whatever. And so the landscaping is so plain, and I couldn't add to it because this is what the real house looks like, you know? And so I was very upset. But either way, that's my long spiel. I never talk about the build this long. I don't know why I did it just now, but hey, you know what? I'm sorry, you guys. It was bound to happen at some point. I've gone off the deep end. But I wanted to tell you a story today about how I got a new chair, which you probably don't care about at all, but I got a DX Racer yesterday, which is like a really nice gaming chair, like a really good desk chair, because I've had in my dorm room just that, like the awful plastic chair that they gave me. And the thing is, you guys, I spend a lot of time at my desk, like literally all day, every day, which is probably bad, but I work and stuff, and so I spend all day at my desk, and I've been wanting a new chair for a long time, and I finally just caved and bought this DX Racer, and she's so beautiful, and I'm so comfortable, and I'm very happy. So that's my story. Also, I don't know if you guys would get this reference or get, like, you might not have seen, but on my Twitch streams, I have, like, where my webcam is, I have this little overlay. It's like a purple little box around my face, and then underneath it has like an event list. It says like, oh, recent sub, recent donation, whatever. And that was like, it used to be a light purpley pink color, and my DX Racer has light purpley pink accents. And when I started streaming last night, I realized that like the colors match perfectly. Wasn't even intentional, but now I made it because they were a little bit off. It was like one was more pink, one was more purple, but now I've made it so they're the exact same color. So in my stream overlays, like my chair matches my overlay perfectly, and it brings me a lot of joy, is my point here. So I have a new chair that matches my streams, and I didn't even do it on purpose, but it's almost like I did, and that's my story. Also, I wanted to talk about how, okay, end up just talking about Twitch all the time in my builds, but it's because I love Twitch so much. I'm having so much fun streaming. That's all I want to talk about because it's like my main thing in my life right now is streams, but this week, I tried out streaming some games that weren't The Sims, and I was really worried about that because you guys, I'm a simmer, right? Like that's my brand is The Sims. I play The Sims on my channel exclusively, you know. I've always streamed The Sims on Twitch and stuff, but I've been wanting to kind of play other games, not because I don't want to play The Sims, but because I love The Sims a lot, but also I love other games, and I kind of started Twitch because I wanted to be able to play other games and stuff and still make content because I feel bad playing games and not recording them now because it's kind of my job. But I can't very well post like a Don't Starve Let's Play on my main channel. We're not gonna put that here because no one's gonna watch it. Like you guys aren't here for Don't Starve or Stardew Valley or whatever, but you're here for The Sims, and so I can't post a different game on this channel, but I can stream it, right? And that was kind of the goal from the beginning. And I've always played The Sims on Twitch. I played a lot of Stardew Valley too, kind of trying to ease into that. And this week I wanted to start playing. Like I've kind of reached a breaking point, and I'm like, I want to play more games. I'm just gonna like go for it and see what happens. And I was really worried about that because I figured that no one would watch. Like I figured I would play like some game that wasn't The Sims, and then no one would show up, and then like it'd be fine, it'd still be fun, but like I was worried that my Twitch was gonna die if I played a different game other than The Sims, which is a dumb thing to worry about, right? Obviously, but it's a thing that's always in every YouTuber's mind, right? It's like, this is gonna kill my channel, you know? And I know that it probably won't, but like every time you do something kind of risky, you're like, my channel's dead. Oh well, if, you know, we had a good run, like that kind of thing always goes through your head. Because you have to fight to stay relevant all the time, and if you don't want, you get what I'm saying? Anyway, so I wanted to play a different game, and I really wanted to play Don't Starve. I wanted to for a long time, and I wanted to just kind of like bite the bullet and do it, but I was so scared to because I figured it would flop, right? But I had this friend Ollie, and we were gonna play together on stream, and we did it this week on Thursday, and it actually went so well. And you guys, I was so pleased about this because I was so scared that it was gonna flop so bad. Like in the Discord, in my Discord earlier that day, I had been like, guys, I'm gonna play a different game today. I'm really worried about it. Please come support me because I'm scared. And I even like asked the Discord, I was like, thoughts on Don't Starve? Anybody Don't Starve? Just to kind of like gauge interest and stuff. And it did really well still, and people actually came and they enjoyed it, and I had so much fun playing that game. Because the thing is, I haven't played Don't Starve ever before, and it's a really fun game, and like we were complete noobs, you know, like such a mess, but the whole chat was like helping us, and we were all like freaking out together. It was just a lot of fun, like a really good, genuine, fun time. I feel like I was just hanging out with my friends playing games, and that's the best part of Twitch, is that it feels like you're just hanging out playing games, right? And so I just was very happy on Thursday after that stream, because I was so scared it was gonna flop, and then it didn't. Because it's always scary trying a new thing on the internet, right? Like new content, because you never know what's gonna happen. And so the fact that it went well brought me a lot of joy, because again, I was so scared. And now I can play other games. Like now I know that the audience, because I was worried, this is kind of dark too, but I was always kind of scared that like my Twitch audience was there for The Sims and not for me. And to an extent they are, right? But now I know that at least a lot of them will watch me play other games and not just play The Sims, because they care about like my content, not just The Sims content. Does that make sense? Because I was just worried, okay? That's my point here, is I was overly paranoid and worried about it. I feel like this is every build of mine now. It's like, hey guys, here's this thing I was freaking out about, and oh wait, I didn't have to freak out. It was all for nothing. Because this always happens to me. I super overreact. I like twist things in my head to be this big giant deal, and then they end up not being at all. And then I come back and I'm like, oh, just kidding. It wasn't a big deal. Everything's fine. This happens every single time. But you know what? It's fine. One day I'll learn. One day I'll stop. No, I won't ever stop overfreaking. I just overthink and I overfreak out, and it's a mess. But hey, you know what? We work through these things together. Maybe one day I'll be better. Just today's not that day. Anyway, but yeah, Don't Starve is a really fun game. So if you haven't played it before, I would recommend. Because basically, I don't even know how to explain this game. um, it's kind of spooky. Because you basically the goal is to not starve in the game. Like you have to go. I haven't made it that far either. I've only played a little bit. We played for like we did 2 streams, probably like 5.5 hours total gameplay. Maybe even less than that. But I play a little bit on my own, so maybe it's like 5.5 hours total gameplay. And so it's just you get put in this world, like open world kind of Minecraft-esque, where you can like run anywhere and stuff. And then I'm just trying to compare things for people that don't know, okay? And so you have to find food and like collect things and build a base and stuff. But everything in the world kills you, and it gets dark, and you starve, and it's just a fun game, okay? I'm bad at explaining. I'm always bad at explaining games like this. I got asked about Pop Tropica once on stream because we were talking about joking about playing on stream one time, and the chat was like, "What's Pop Tropica?" And I don't know how to explain. Like, how does one explain Pop Tropica? Like, it's an online game where you do these adventures. I don't know how to make them so bad at that. I'm the worst. But I was like, "Hey chat, can you take this one for me? Because I have no idea how to explain this." But yeah, it's a really fun game. I think it's like, I don't actually know how much it costs on Steam. I could probably look it up, but no, I'm not going to. It's a good game. Would recommend Don't Starve. I also play Stardew Valley a lot on my Twitch channel, which is another game. It's like this farming simulator. It's kind of like Harvest Moon, but in my opinion is better because it's about community and it's about farming, two of my favorite things. And there's all these great characters and storylines and stuff. It's a really good game. So those are my pro tips for you. I think Stardew Valley, I've called it in the past my favorite game. Obviously, The Sims is my favorite game. Like, I play it so much. It's very clear it's my favorite game. But, like, aside from The Sims, Stardew Valley, favorite game of all time. Like, I love Stardew Valley so much. It's such a good game. I have so much fun playing it. It's so relaxing to just sit there and farm, which sounds so lame, but, like, I just love her. I have some stream VODs on my second channel if you want to watch them. I mean, I don't know if you want to go back and watch like old Stardew Valley streams, but I'll probably play it again some point this week, maybe? I haven't decided yet. But if you want to watch, I suggest, actually, Andrew Arcade is a great Let's Play. Oh, perfect, see? Plugging my friends. Yeah, so Andrew Arcade, he's a Let's Play that you should watch if you want to get into Stardew Valley. It's like 15 bucks on Steam. Great game. Would recommend. So I can't recommend anything more than Stardew Valley. I'm not kidding. It's such a good game. But yeah, that's my pro tip for you. Speaking of my friends, I asked my friend Hattie to do my thumbnail for this video. I haven't actually, I don't know if she's gonna do it or not yet, but she probably did, because she's good at that kind of thing, and I needed help because I'm running on a giant time crunch today. So shouts out to Hatsie for doing that. I'll put her link in the description too if you want to check her out. She makes Sims content as well. She streams as well. So does Andrew Arcade. I'll link them all. But yeah, so if you want to check out her and give her a follow and stuff because she made my thumbnail, I would appreciate that. She's a real pal. Honestly, one of my best friends of all time. So I'm just saying. I also stayed with her for a week in the UK. So I can confirm she's a good real pal. A genuine real pal. It's hard to hide your true character if you've been with someone for a week. Like, I was at her house for a week. Like, she can't hide from me. Like, if she was a bad person, I would know, you know? But we got along so well. She's a really good friend of mine. So, anyway, I love plugging my friends on YouTube. Can you tell? Why do I keep doing this? Hattie, I've never really had many really good friends like her, and so I just appreciate her a lot. So... Anyway, and she's a great builder, so much better than me. So forget watching my builds, go watch hers instead. She built Hogwarts. It's really impressive. I'm not kidding. She's really talented. You've probably seen, to be honest, but like, in case you hadn't, go check her out. So today's takeaways are, number 1, I overthink things. Number 2, you should play Don't Starve and Stardew Valley. Number 3, watch Andrew Arcade's Stardew Valley LP. And number 4, give Hatsie a follow on YouTube and stuff because she's great. But again, yeah, I need to stop overthinking so much. It's really a problem. I'm just kind of the worst, you know? But we know this already. Like, we've always known I'm like this. It's just, as of recently, I'm starting to realize how ridiculous I am about overthinking like this. Because I thought my Twitch was going to die. Like, I thought my Twitch channel was going to die because I was going to play Don't Starve. Like, I did one Don't Starve stream and I was like, this is going to be the end. But then it wasn't. And that's the key. So, if you're worried about your channel dying... If you're worried about, like, I don't know, anything, maybe just give it a try. Unless it's murder, don't give that a try. Give things you're scared about a try unless they're dangerous and or hurt yourself or other people. etc. This is the worst. I'm so sorry. Although, you know, I said that once before, and my dad, I was with him the other day for his birthday, and he was like, Kayla, I have one problem with your videos. And I was like, oh boy, here we go, what is it? And he's like, you keep saying that they're bad, and they're not. And he was like mad at me for saying that my voiceovers were the worst. But like, they are kind of the worst sometimes, Dad. He's probably watching this right now and he's like about to text me all angry, like, how dare you say that again? But I mean, he's not gonna do that, actually, he won't. But I mean, I thought that was cute how he was like, Kayla, don't say that. I love your videos. I love my supportive parents. My parents lurk in my Twitch streams all the time. Like sometimes I'll just like pop in the chat and I'm like, wait a minute, my dad's here. It always amuses me, but okay, you guys, I'm gonna go. This has gone so far downhill, but make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day, and so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Also, more house suggestions for cool cartoony things and or TV shows, movies, whatever, well-known, like, entertainment houses. Does that make sense? In the comments, please. I'd love to build them.